It's early morning in England, around the year 1300. A thick mist rolls over the fields. You hear the crow of a rooster, the clatter of wooden carts, and the faint ringing of a blacksmith's hammer. This is a medieval village, a world without electricity, machines, or modern comforts, where life revolved around the land, faith, and survival. Most villagers were peasants, known as serfs, men and women bound to the Lord's land. They didn't own their homes or fields. Everything they had belonged to the manor, ruled by a noble who lived in a stone hall nearby. In exchange for small plots to farm, serfs worked the Lord's land several days a week, plowing fields, harvesting crops, or repairing fences. Their houses were small, dark, and smoky, made of wattle and daub, sticks, mud, and straw, with thatched roofs that leaked in the rain. Inside, there was one main room with a hearth for cooking and warmth. Families slept together on straw beds, often beside their animals for heat during harsh winters. Life was ruled by the seasons. Spring meant plowing and planting. Summer, endless labor under the sun. Autumn, the frantic harvest before cold weather set in. And winter was a time of hunger, illness, and waiting. Yet despite the struggle, medieval villages were filled with community and rhythm. Every Sunday, the church bell called everyone to worship. Religion shaped everything, from work to marriage to death. Feast days and festivals gave peasants rare moments of joy, music, dancing, and games that brought life to the gray routine. There were also craftsmen, blacksmiths, millers, carpenters, and weavers, who kept the village running. Children began helping their parents almost as soon as they could walk. Few could read or write, and education was a luxury reserved for priests or nobles. But life wasn't all obedience. Villagers had their own traditions, stories, and small acts of defiance. They traded secretly, hunted in forbidden forests, or told tales around the fire of ghosts and hidden treasures. Illness and death were constant companions. A simple cut could become deadly, and the Black Death in the 14th century wiped out entire villages, changing the course of history. Still, through famine, disease, and hardship, the people of medieval villages endured. Their labor fed the castles, armies, and kingdoms that shaped the Middle Ages. And in their quiet way, they built the foundation of the modern world. So next time you picture knights and kings, remember the real heart of the Middle Ages. Not the crowns or swords, but the villagers, whose lives, sweat, and stories kept history alive.